It's Shafton Advanced Learning Centre, and it must be very advanced to what normal high schools are and primary schools, because advanced is a very descriptive word.
It's like more than good, it's like, yeah, advanced.
So, obviously, people from local areas like Dodworth, Barnsley area are going to want to come to this, and the parents are, because they know it's going to be advanced.
With Willigarth School and Priory School coming together with the facilities of what's going to be provided at this new ALC, this will hopefully encourage a lot of these students, what will be there, to better things, to be looking at the Olympics, to be looking at business, to be driving themselves forward, because they're in a nice environment with good teachers, what's going to drive them to better expectations.
We've asked you to think about what your hopes and aspirations are going to be for this new school.
First few weeks, people are just going to hang around with people who they know, but then after that, I think they'll start mixing, because when they're in like lessons with each other, they're not just going to sit and not talk to each other.
So there's going to be like people from Longwood, Cudworth, Breedley, Granford, basically most of parts of Barnsley.
It gives you a chance to, make your mingling skills a lot better since you're like with other people.
Like, people will be able to like show who they are at this school, like that's drama and that's art, and like at our school you haven't got much drama, so you can't be yourself as much.
Everybody thinks we're going to have a really big face in the new school, but I don't really think that's going to happen, because we don't know each other well, we're just judging without our knowledge.
Yeah, I hope it's going to be like fun, like, because you're going to meet new people, new friends.
My hopes is that I make new friends and I can like sit in a classroom and not feel scared of anybody.
So if we both join together, I think there's going to be a great opportunity for us to communicate.
When we go into a new building, we put a new uniform on. It'll be amazing how quick some of them will just forget where they came from. They're in a new school, in a new building with a new uniform. And I just think that's where we've got to go. We've got to be positive and think this is the way we are heading.
Because there'll be children that live all over Barnsley, I'll be able to make more and more new friends.
I'm really looking forward to take this opportunity of a lifetime. I mean, I'm so glad that I live in the local area to it. I mean, I'm going to be going on the bus to school for a change, and that is going to bring my independence level up.
I think it's going to be better because there'll be better equipment to learn with.
Well, the things I think that are going to be in this school, obviously there'll probably be an IT suite for his computers, for his lessons.
In science there might be better stuff to do experiments with and stuff like that.
There'll probably be whiteboard screens, because they'll be electronic.
I'm going to benefit because the advanced technology in it is going to help the teachers explain it easier, and if the teachers can explain it easier, you're going to understand it easier.
We're having Apple Macs, and it's going to make it a lot more newer and it's more modern.
I think it'll be really colourful, it'll be big, and there'll be loads of different rooms.
And if I do PE, there'll be better fitness suites.
Facilities for sport, that all will help us to get the level what we need for our future.
A sports college brings with it extra resources for the pupils. I'm sure they'll have fantastic sports facilities. I've seen the plans. There'll be health equipment to work with them on health-related fitness and try and encourage these young people to take a healthier lifestyle.
There's going to be dance studios, and when I was younger, I stopped doing it. And I want to, sort of catch up on what I've missed.
I'll get better learning and I'll be able to get a better job and stuff.
What I'll do is focus on the word inspire, because that's really what I'm wanting to do, is to inspire the young people of this community to achieve better things.
I'm really looking forward to going into a brand new school and making a really positive start, developing relationships with another school, building on their practice.
I think if kids have got a positive environment to be in, then their outlook on education will be a lot more positive. So whereas at minute you get kids every now and then turning around and complaining that where they might be learning's a bit of a dump, which, they're not entirely wrong. We do best with what we've got, but it's not a great place as a building. But, it'd be nice for them to have if they've got an environment that they're proud of, then they're going to take a little bit of pride in what they do in that environment.
The children live in an area that is sort of become accustomed to some unemployment and maybe low aspirations from parents. And really we just need to step up aspirations. We need to inspire the young people to achieve what they truly can.
What we're hoping is that this school, the lessons may stop at 3 o'clock, but the learning doesn't stop, the facilities don't stop, the school stays open.
It's just going to be really, really nice to know that you've got everything that you need, equipment. It's going to be everything that we've always been struggling for. So like all those new keyboards and recording systems and a really amazing performance space to work in. That's what I'm looking forward to most.
So the school itself is only a school 9 till 3 for the children, but as soon as it finishes at 3 o'clock, I anticipate that lots of the facilities will open up to the community and they can come in and use it as much as they want. And it will be staffed by maybe staff from the community. So that again, we're looking at employing other people outside of the school staff.
I'd like to see members of the school, as they do now, go on to university and really achieve great things.
Having been on a site visit, looked at the plans, helped out with some of the pre-planning of what we want. We've got already a cricket square that's looking like it's seeded, that's already taped off, that's just there for cricket, which is amazing. There was a football pitch at the bottom, rugby pitch further up. They were just starting to lay the foundations for the 3G fully sized AstroTurf, where you've got access for netball, hockey, football, etc. You know, here we've got at best tarmac or a field. The sports hall itself, it was only the structure, but it looked fantastic. There's a viewing gallery on the top where the kids can sit and look over and watch others and then analyse their performance. The fitness suite, again, the size of it and the equipment we're told that's going to go in there is the best that can be. A dance studio, we don't really do any dance here, so the opportunity is going to be there to teach dance in a proper studio and being able to use computers in sport to analyse. It's just going to be fantastic.
I've met the new head teacher of the Shafton ALC, Bernadette O'Brien, who's working extremely hard with her team to make sure that this transition between Willigarth and Priory goes as smoothly as possible.
The building's designed to be very flexible, to be very open. A lot of the work that I do with Bernadette is actually going through how the space is going to be used and to ensure that she understands how the space is designed, because it's a matter of teaching very differently to how you're taught in the current schools, where you go into a small classroom and you stay in that classroom. There's lots of big open spaces, there's lots of folding walls so that you can open spaces up to turn the smaller spaces into larger spaces. There's also hopes that with the flexibility that you'll be able to change the way that you actually learn, so you're not just in certain lesson periods. You almost maybe do half a day on a subject so that you're in a certain area for that day doing different activities.
I think it will take teaching and learning forward. I think it can only help with the progress the students are making. I believe a lot of money has been invested in those resources, and again they'll be taking the good practice from Priory and Willigarth together to create the ideal school.
We're currently in the art department. There'll be 3 large classrooms in this area here, as you can see, taking full advantage of the fantastic view that you're going to have from the school. This is going to be predominantly glass to make sure the art departments take advantage of those views. You won't see this at the end of the day. There'll be a big wall through here, but basically this is the lecture theatre.
When we've taken kids on site visits and they've come back, they're absolutely buzzing. And all they've got is a frame. And they're buzzing from seeing a steel frame. So coming back in 12 months' time, when it's nearly ready, I can't imagine what they're going to be like. They're going to be so excited to want to go there. And again, I think then they go home and say, this is fantastic, we've done this today, it's been fantastic. And I just hope that then it would raise the spirit.
The brown square in the centre is the cricket square. Around it will be football and rugby pitches. You can just discern, just past the cricket square, there's the ground drops away to a lower level. That's where the athletic track will be. Where we've got all the storage over to the side there, and you can see that mound that is slowly growing grass on it. That's where the synthetic turf pitch, so the AstroTurf, will be, and the tennis courts. There's floodlighting to those, so they can be used at all hours of the day. They'll also be used by the community as well, so they'll actually be rented out during the evening. Local football clubs, local tennis clubs, that sort of thing. And obviously links in nicely with the sports block right at this end that you can just see poking out at the end there.
Not everybody's going to be physically able, is going to enjoy standing in a field in winter kicking a football around. But times have changed, and I would again hope that the facilities would aid us in this. There's no reason that we can't have kids refereeing, umpiring, coaching each other, leading. We're hoping that we're going to be a leadership environment where the kids who are not necessarily the practical will learn to lead, and we can invite primary schools in and they can lead primary schools in sessions. So they may become, if they're academic, you would anticipate that they'd be great at organising and leading. So they're not doing, but they're getting others to do. And that's something that I certainly would be passionate about, and that I would encourage other staff to go in other areas as well, Get the kids leading others, coaching others, they learn off each other. I'm sure it's the way forward.
It's bigger than what we have in the current school, and we only got one rugby field and one rugby pitch, football, but this one is really massive, and we can play the way it should be and with better facilities.
Okay, carry on down.
What I want is the best for the children and the people of this North East Ward and Barnsley. And if we all can work together to achieve this, then that's all the better for the community what we live in.
It's very cool compared to our school. It looks well better.
One of the things that you'll notice as we go back through and you look at the windows have actually got yellow panels in them. Now those panels they will actually open when the building management system says, oh, hang on, it's hot and stuffy in this room, we need to open the window to let some air in. Now, one thing that the architect wanted to do is to actually highlight the fact that was actually a moving part. So that panel is yellow, and there'll be a box that goes on behind it as well that'll be yellow, and that'll identify it as a mechanical element. The toilets are going to be yellow as well, so they'll have yellow doors and yellow panels at the back to highlight that they are mechanical, that there's something happening there. Behind these big panels you've got the toilet cisterns where you flush it does everything, it's all hidden away.
I think it looks organised and not random colours, so we know what school looks like and not a plain colour. It's got designs in it and all decorations. It looks really good.
You're going to be the first ones up there, and you're going to be sort of architects of the stuff that's happening up there. Don't you feel a great sense of history, being part of history?
It'll be when they're in the 60s, and it's I'm going to be like that when I'm in this new school. I'm going to be telling my grandkids all that.
Future, you might even get to make a time capsule.
Because I think of it really as a new start. It's not just a new school for a lot of people, it's a complete new start for a lot of people. And so there's not people that behave really well. It could be their new start to get knuckled down and get on with what they need to do.
It'll be all new, and there'll be no to distract you from learning.
If you're happier in your learning, obviously you're going to do better.
And this school's about being together and reflecting everybody's feelings, not just one person.
History maker. It'll feel nice. Yeah, history maker.